John hit me up from Glendale, Arizona. He said, could you rank the top quarterbacks this season? Yeah, I could. I think Carson Beck's the best quarterback in the country to come into this season. 72.4% completion guy last year, 281 passing yards per game, 24-6 touchdown to interception. Does all that carry over? Sometimes it doesn't. I think it will. He was in a top 5 scoring offense last year. I don't have any reason to believe that would drop off. He is an NIL gift. Carson Beck is not playing college football this year if it were 2014 instead of 2024. NIL has made it possible for a lot of these late first, early second round type talents to come back instead of testing the waters. So it's not all the devil. He's got an elite offensive line, good pass catchers here. Tight end, even without Brock Bowers, one of the best tight end rooms in the country. Again, I just think sometimes we need to pause and understand we just said we watched a generational tight end talent. Overused word, but not in Brock Bowers' case. We watch him go to the NFL, and the room he vacated is still one of the top tight end rooms in the country. Wow. Dillon Gabriel, I struggled with where to place him here. He couldn't ask for more, man, from a surroundings standpoint. Will Stein is one of the hottest rising offensive coordinators in the country. He will probably have the best 1-2 receiver combo to deal with. He's got an all-conference tight end to throw the ball to. He was top 10 last year at Oklahoma in completion percentage, pass yards per game, pass touchdowns. The NFL guys, I talked to a number of NFL scouting types to get their read on college players. Dillon Gabriel does not project as some superstar at the NFL level. He is a star at the college football level. Probably like lower tier arm strength, size, etc. It's not like he's Cam Newton 2.0 or anything like that. But at the college level, the guy can win a national championship. I look so forward to seeing him, and there are only a couple of these tests coming per year, but like against Ohio State secondary, of having to thread it and having to zip it in a window that's a lot tighter, all due respect, than the ones he had to fit it in the Big 12. Look forward to that. But he's up there. Cam Ward at Miami's up there. Now, the difference with Cam Ward is last year he's 4th in pass yards per game. He's number 1, I think, Jesse, amongst quarterbacks who returned. 25-7, touchdown to INT ratio last year. That was up at Washington State. So he comes down to Miami. Maybe he'll hit the ground running. My feel around Miami and like Cam Ward in the offense is I actually expect a little bit of clunkiness in the early part of the season, just sort of working kinks here and there out. I think eventually, maybe week 1, maybe week 5, he is right up here with the best quarterbacks in the country, and their offense is up there with one of the best offenses in the country. It'll be very balanced. They've got really good talent and versatility in their running back room, but also, I mean, again, Elijah Arroyo, tight end, waited for him last year. He got hurt in the preseason. He is not hurt now. And so I look for him to be one of the best weapons, along with, Restrepo, the Brown kid they got from Houston. A lot of good players there. Jackson Dart. Where would you put Jackson Dart? Because I came to this part, Jackson Dart, Quinn Ewers, which one goes where. Jackson Dart is by far the best dual threat on this list. 23-5 touchdown to INT last year through the air, but he also ran for 8 touchdowns, and he's got just weapon after weapon out wide. He is the unquestioned leader, I think, of that offense. They have got, I think, in Ulysses Bentley, an elite running back talent. So it's not on his shoulders. He's a guy who could take it on his shoulders, but the entire weight of the load is not on his shoulders. Quinn Ewers, I just mentioned him at Texas. This is the guy who has the biggest year on his hands because I've seen it from some of these other guys. I've seen it. I have not seen Quinn Ewers' top-end game. I don't think I have. If I have, then we've overrated him a little bit. He was top 12 last year in completion percentage and passing yards per game. Top 12, okay, that's great. But we're trying to talk top 5 or top 6 here. Is he that? Is he that? He's got the same system for a 3rd year in a row, same program, same coordinator. So the consistency is around him. It's a familiar environment. They did as good a job as they possibly could losing those pass catchers to go backfill. He's got it to do. He's a workable schedule. He's got it to do. Still some work to be done to be a top 5 in the country, though. And then there's just the other list of guys, like Milroe could be in here. Shador, I mean, Shador, I looked at this, and if I put Shador Sanders on any of these teams, Shador Sanders is a lock to be a top 5 quarterback. So it wasn't strictly like a power rating system of quarterbacks. I did take that into account, but I also took your surroundings into account. And who knows, man? Maybe Shador will be that regardless. But Brady Cook at Missouri, Drew Aller at Penn State, Cam Rising back for his 19th season at Utah, Fafita out at Arizona, wouldn't be surprised at all to see him pop up there. Garrett Nussmeier. I know I said that maybe turnovers have been a bit of an issue in fall camp. That's fall camp, man. You work that out. Maybe he just comes out and throws for 4 touchdowns against USC, and Garrett Nussmeier is immediately in the conversation. All that could happen.